What is up, you guys? Welcome to the rebroadcast of Midlife Vibes Tuesday night live stream. Or if you're here live, awesome. Seeing you in the chat here tonight. Samantha Lowe, hello. How you doing? Juan Rodriguez, what's going on? Kiko Adventures, how you doing? Joe Ross is in the house tonight. And Eddie Family Adventures is here. Hello, Chris. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I want to welcome everyone to the stream tonight. Appreciate all you guys for joining. You might be looking at, and I'm sure I'm going to get this as more people join in. Where's Becky? Why is Becky not there? We only like it when Becky's there. Well, guess what, you guys? Becky is not here tonight, so you're stuck with me. And that is just the facts of life. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's okay. If you're there, I see some chats from earlier. But let me check something real quick because I didn't check something earlier and I want to check it. And okay, we're good. We're good. And turn off that. Okay. Okay, did everybody leave? Who's there? I don't see any comments coming through. Okay, there's Carrie. What's going on, Carrie? What? Where's Becky? Oh my goodness gracious. Well, she's normally able to be here on Tuesday nights, but she has something going on at work that she has to stay late. It's a busy time of the year, I guess. I don't know what that means for her business, but that's just what it is. Do you have what attractions will be at Avengers Campus? Yes, I do. And actually, we're going to take an in-depth look, and we're actually going to walk around Avengers Campus somewhat using Google Earth. So we're going to be diving into Avengers Campus and all that there is about it. Hey, Sarah Prescott, welcome to the stream. I heard you had fun at Universal Studios, and it looked like you had fun at Knott's Berry Farm too. So we will see. I'm flying solo today. I got my solo Seattle shot glass tonight. I don't know. But yeah, a lot going on here. Hopefully the signal is okay. And let's see, we totally did. Really hope everyone is having a good week so far. Yes, Crystal, Texas channel. I'm having a great week because I'm going to have a few days off. And I plan on hitting some theme parks. The ones that'll let me in without a reservation right now. Hey, Liz, how you doing? Welcome. I'm just kind of stalling you guys. This is what I do. We stall at the beginning of the stream to let people join. People who are getting notifications. People are seeing that it's live. You know, Kings Island had to close early Saturday because of teens fighting. I saw that. That's crazy. Hey, Carla and Kiko Adventures, what's going on? How you doing? Brian, what's up, familia? What's going on, brother? How you doing? It's good to see you here. Yeah, I saw this crazy, I think that part of getting out, people just don't know how to act anymore. Or maybe they've always not known how to act, but it just seems like it's worse. It seems like people have gone crazy. There's not a lot of patience for other people out there right now. And it's just people are kind of going, woo, crazy. So, yeah. Sierra's excited for June 11th, Magic Mountain. I'm excited for Magic Mountain June 11th. My reservation time is 11:15 a.m. I'm going to try to sneak in early. I do have preferred parking, so maybe they'll let me get in early. I don't know, but we'll see what happens there. It's going to be a hot one, though, at Magic Mountain that time. What happened was that many people fighting that they had to close the park. Yeah, they closed the whole park, Kings Island, over on the East Coast there because people were fighting. But with that, we will start getting into our topic tonight, I think. And we're going to talk about Avengers Campus and it opening up. And then we're going to take an exciting walk through. Well, I think it's exciting. It's exciting for me. And if you're on the stream, it might be exciting for you. It might not, but it doesn't really matter to me because guess what? It's my stream. And I want to kind of walk through Avengers Campus because I will not be there on opening day, as you can say. So we are going to take a look first, look-see-loo, and see just some basic stuff from Avengers Campus, you guys. As you know, Avengers Campus is opening on June 4th, 2021, and I believe all the reservations for that are See you later, alligator. I'm out of here. Disney Diva Gem, Copin Mellow. I just have to say hi as all my friends join the stream here. Thank you so much for joining. And Lori, thank you so much for joining too. I saw your message there about magic, the Matterhorn. And we'll talk about that too. So, oh, you see something new in the background. Juan, what do you see new in the background? I don't know. I don't know what Juan sees new in the background, but we will take a look of actual real footage of Avengers Campus. Avengers Campus opening in 9 days. So it's really funny, though. I thought that, I know they have Web Slingers, a Spider-Man adventure, but that they tied in, I guess, Guardians of the Galaxy, which is Avengers. But that ride's been around a little while. But that is still technically part of Avengers Campus. And when we look at the overhead and stuff, you'll see why they redid. I was wondering, why were they redoing the brickwork in front of Mission Breakout with these weird gray stripes? And now we know, because now we know in Avengers Campus, that's kind of what the ground is laid looks like. That's the patterns on the ground through Avengers Campus. So to tie in Mission Breakout with Avengers Campus, they basically did that. Park hoppers are still available for 6-4. Oh, so you can start in Disney, but only to start in Disneyland, I believe, for 6-4. Or do they have park hoppers that you can start in DCA? I mean, they've been adding reservations, so it's like, the last time I looked, they weren't, but now I know they were adding reservations, so we'll see what's up. I don't know. It's who knows. So first, you're going to have, those are the two rides. Somebody asked about the rides. Those are the two rides. The Web Slinger ride, which is a shooter game or a web shooter game. And then everyone knows Guardians of the Galaxy, which is the drop ride, which is one of my favorite rides. If I didn't love roller coasters so much, that would be my favorite ride. But I do love the Incredicoaster. That is definitely my ultimate favorite ride. You can start at either park. Let's go, Joshi, says Juan. No, Juan, I am not going. I am not going to Disneyland, unfortunately, for a while. I have passes. We have passes to go, but they are cast member passes, and so they're not letting us use those because they basically want to, let people who are paying money. But it is what it is. And they also have heroic encounters. You have the Ancient Sanctum, which I'm assuming we'll have Doctor Strange from the Mystic Arts. And then you'll encounter some of Earth's mightiest heroes and watch them spring into action. So it's really weird. This is a building which you think would be a building you would go into, but really it's a show building for the outside. And you're going to see people running across the top and jumping and fighting and doing whatever. I bet you they have a simulated Quinjet engine roaring and exciting stuff like that. But we'll see. We'll see. And then we're going to talk a lot about the food because, Becky and I love the food, right? So we're going to be talking a lot about the food today. And you can see some of Pims' test kitchen food. Very interesting. Now, I know they're doing this really crazy warped thing because it's Pims' test kitchen. So the sizes are going to be all weird. But the question is, do you think that's going to throw off the flavors of the food, or will it, still be delicious? Did you hear the rumor about Disney buying DC? I don't know if they can or I don't know what the deal is. I just heard a rumor. I don't know anything about that, though, if it's true or not. Then they got the Shawarma Palace. Then they got Terran Treats, which is going to be over by Mission Breakout. And then they obviously have the merchant stuff. And then, here's the let's take a looky loo on this one. Here's the actual look of Avengers Campus. I bet I can zoom out a little bit and take a look. It looks very interesting, actually. And we're just going to go over this briefly because I really want to look at Google Earth's view of it. Oh, yes, Juan, we do have to go to Pims' lab where we get to try the stout beer with cream and marshmallow bits on top. It's going to be very interesting to see what that tastes like. Stout beer is very dark and bitter, and but they probably put like a chocolatey flavor in it or something. I don't know. And I haven't even looked at the food. I have the food guide up, but I honestly haven't looked at it. So it'll be interesting to see. But you can pretty much see, here's your Web Slinger ride. Here's Guardians of the Galaxy. Here's the food, Pims' Kitchen. Here's some meet and greets. And then some stuff over here, some action stuff. the animatronic Spider-Man that will be flying through the air, which we'll be able to see from the overhead. And then a little section over here, which I'm curious about what it is, because I'm not sure, and I just don't know if anybody's talked about it, but I'm not sure what it is. Hey, Melissa, joining us from Facebook. How you doing? Thanks for joining. So I'm curious. I don't know. Does Avengers Campus have any nods to Captain America, the first Avenger? I don't know. Does it, Juan? Does it? Somebody has to tell me. But we'll get into that, the overlay. But you can see how the ground is right there. That is kind of why they redid the ground on Mission Breakout, and we'll see a closer look when we do the Google Earth view, which maybe we'll dive into that first because I'm just so excited about looking at Google Earth and looking at everything. So I've just switched straight over to the Google Earth view. This is the view from satellite into Avengers Campus, you guys. This makes me excited that I can actually see into Avengers Campus. Now, this is just the overhead, but the view I like better is I like the 2D view. I like this view right here. I like being able to look at it and kind of getting into it. And we're going to walk our way out of Avengers Campus here, and we're going to start our way right here. We've all been to this area in here, not all of us maybe, but most of us have been here for the food event that they've had, the Touch of Disney, and for other times when they were allowing us into DCA for free to do shopping. They definitely utilize this area. Is going to be utilized for food. I would assume maybe regular DCA meet and greets, nothing to do with Avengers Campus, but they had this extra space, so they utilized that for, at least they utilized it for something, and it wasn't just backstage. Does Avengers Campus have any? Okay, then have they left room for more attractions in Avengers Campus? Yes, they have, and I'll show you where, Chris, in just a second. So your entranceway is this very cool walkway right there, very industrial looking spot. But I'm very curious about this. This right here has it's just weird. It's just a weird thing. It has walkways in on the side here, has walkways in the front of it, and then some sort of building right here. But you can see it's not connected to Avengers Campus. Like if I look right there, you can see there's no connection. The walkway curves. So is it part of Avengers Campus, or is it something like this right here where it's actually not part of it? I'll do the, let's see. Sorry, the Rocking Roadsters Carland entrance has the Captain America. I don't know what that. Okay, the what? Rocking Roadsters. So they have this right here. Now, then we all know this used to be a Bugs Land right here. Now it's Web Slingers, which is extended, which is huge. Actually, this used to be the theater. Then they've extended out that building out forward and around. And we're going to go this way here. And you can see they've added this whole section right here to the building on the outside. And then if we come over here, this is where the entrance is. Right here's the entrance. I know you can't like really, it's like kind of pixelated right there, but that's the entrance. And then something interesting right here, if I go back to a top view, here's the queuing. The queuing is pretty much, there's a ton of outdoor queuing. So I'm assuming you're going to come in here, right? And then you're going to end up over in this area behind the restrooms. See how they have the queue already there? They have walls around it. And then you have queuing underneath here. And then you go back into the building right here. You can see right there. You go back into the building right in here. So the entrance and the queuing right there. I get fascinated by the queuing and stuff, so I'm sorry. It's just kind of what I like. I know maybe some sort of meet and greet over there. Maybe we'll see. What the heck is going on with Carrie? Super chat. You and your super chat. You and your darn super chats, Carrie. Thank you so much. 1 month until we get to see you. Oh, 1 month. Really? 1 month? Only 1 month? I get to see you in 1 month? Wow, that's sooner than I thought. Time's approaching. Time's a creeping right now. Oh, that's right. The 26th, I think it is, right? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Everyone's going to come hang out that day, I think. We're all going to be able to hang out with Michael and Carrie and just have a great time. DDG, hopefully you're there, DDG. I know Juan will probably be there for sure. And so now here's my question, which what we're going to talk about after, Guardians, Avengers Campus. Oh my God, my brain doesn't work. Is that about the reservation systems in California opening up and all that stuff. So we're gonna talk about that in a second. But right here you have web slingers, right? And then you have the restroom, which was the old restroom from A Bug's Land with some cool stuff. But I wanted to come back over here around the corner back to this, and I'm gonna go to the top view real quick. This right here is where the animatronic Spider-Man is going to be launched. And you can see when I go to the side view, you can see that they've left this open right here. So I don't know if you can see that from the ground level, but from the satellite view, you can see they're going to load the animatronic Spider-Man here, and there's a pole right above it, right there, which you've probably all seen in pictures. And then they're going to sling him, if I can get it right, across through the air. And if you notice right here, they've left an opening in this building for him to land. We'll go back up to the top view there. So you can see he's going to land right in there. And so hopefully you'll be able to, from if you're down here or over here entering, you'll have a good view of the actual, Spider-Man flying through the air. Now I'm wondering if you're going to be able to see it from like Cars Land or anywhere else, but it doesn't seem like it's a very long distance, but that's a pretty large distance right there for, whatchamacallit, Spider-Man to be flying. And you guys, I do hope that Becky joins us. She gets off work at 8. I'm hoping she makes it here. Maybe we'll stay on late enough. We'll see what happens. I don't know. But yeah, that's going to be cool. I've seen the animatronic Spider-Man. I think for the first time seeing Spider-Man fly through the air. I wonder how many times a day they're going to do that show. Is it an every hour thing that they do? Is it every like 2 or 3 hour thing that they do? I don't know. Joe Ross says, we'll be there. You will be there at Knott's Berry Farm, the 26th. Now, our problem right now, here's our problem. Okay, I'm gonna take it back because we're talking about, I see a lot of people talking about Knott's right there. Here's our problem, you guys, is that I can't make a reservation for the 26th yet because Knott's only lets you make one reservation at a time. And I am actually planning on going to Knott's this week or in the middle of next week. And so I'm going to need to make my reservations for those times. And if I made one for the 26th, I wouldn't be able to go to Knott's in the upcoming weeks. So I'm really hoping that after the 15th of June, some of these parks get rid of their reservation system because that's when California is going to be opening up. But we'll get to that because that's another topic we're going to talk about. We got a lot to talk about today. I mean, we really do have a lot to talk about. So let's go back to this campus here. And so you can see, let's move it. Okay, so now we're walking in. We're walking into Avengers Campus. And right here we have your merch shop right here. You can see the doors for the entrance. So you can walk in there. It looks like they just haven't finished the tiling there when this satellite image was taken. And if I keep going around the merch shop, it looks like possibly, I don't know if those are doors or if that's just a wall in a background. This looks like another opportunity for photos and maybe a rest area or something for people to relax. But definitely you can get into the shop from this side. Now the shop is pretty small. This building right behind it is not part of it. It's just this little building right here for the shop. Not Summer Nights is so much fun. Oh, nice, Juan. I can't wait to go. Sarah made the reservation on Sunday night. That's awesome. So, and then right across from where Web Slinger's at and the restroom, which is right there, you have this. This is that Doctor Strange meet and greet area. So really the Doctor Strange meet and greet area is back here. You have like the floating stones and stuff. We'll go up to take a look so you can kind of see where it is. We entered there, came through. Then you have the Doctor Strange meet and greet area. You have this weird, I'm assuming this is some sort of photo op type thing because look at the ground and the way it moves. I bet you if you take a picture from a certain angle or something that, it'll be that way. Let's see. Josh, go to Knott's June 4th with Becky. Me and the fam are going to be there. I will. June 4th. June 4th. Let me see what's going on June 4th, Brian. June 4th. I work June 4th. Silly. I do. I work all day June 4th. That's a bummer. That's a Friday. That's a Friday. Becky can't go on a Friday for sure. But this entrance here, or this area here, I'm assuming it's going to be pretty cool. I'm assuming this part definitely going to be part of the Doctor Strange meet and greet. I'm not sure what this is going to be right here. If this is going to be an area just to kind of take pictures and stuff. But we'll see. And then you also have an entrance over here from Cars Land. So if you come down Cars Land, there's Luigi's Rollickin' Roadsters. You can also get into Avengers Campus that way too. So let's move and look at Quinjet time. So coming through, you have another big open area here, which is kind of nice. And then up here, and you can see, look, if you can look, you can see platforms across the top here and walkways across the top. And there's the Quinjet. That's where they're going to have a show. It does not show that. It does not show. There's a show. And look at behind the scenes, you can see the stairs where the actors and stuff will be going up top to do all their action and stunts and performing and stuff like that. And then here's where the red car trolley goes through to go backstage to get repaired. But I'm curious that I'm wondering if they're going to have some sort of gate or something blocking right here, because you can't have people looking backstage. I mean, this is backstage right here, and you can't have people seeing that. So I'm assuming that while the red car trolley is out and about, that there will be a gate there or something that'll be there to close it off to the people behind it. I have new masks. Check out my page on Instagram. Oh, look at you. Hey, Michael, masks are going away. Haven't you heard? How you doing, Michael? So I'm curious about that. But then let's go upper view here. I guess upper view, you can't really tell too much about the walkways and stuff. But there's going to be a whole stunt show there going on. I like this view. Now, the question is, will this building house anything? Because if you do look, it is a little tiny building here. So is there going to be maybe a little tiny shop right in here? Does anybody know out there? Hey, Rosa, how you doing? Do you think there's going to be a little shop in there or something? I'm wondering. I don't know if there is or not. I don't think I've heard anything that there is. And then one of the exciting parts is that, ooh, how did I get over there? That was weird. Pims Kitchen. And that's kind of what I'm really most excited for, is Pims Kitchen, because I would love food and I want to try all the different food. The interesting thing was, I thought that the serving of drinks would be like inside the building, maybe in a different section of Pims Kitchen, and I was completely wrong. So if you look, it's hard to see because of this right here, but if you look, and I'm going to try to, there is right here, this is, how they have it at Hollywood Studios or the Hollywood Studio backlot, or the Hollywood backlot that they have in DCA, how they have the bar right there and it's outdoors and people line up. That's pretty much what's going to be happening for the drinks. Right there is, I wish I could get in a little bit closer and just see it, but it's hard. You can kind of tell there's counters there and there's windows. It's not indoors. It looks like it's outdoors. And I think you could tell when you're looking, let's try this. Let's go over to Avengers Campus. Yeah, that's the one right here. Let's go in. Look, you can see it much better right there. So Pim's Test Kitchen is right here, where you go in to get your food, and you can eat outdoors, and probably indoors, I'm assuming. But right here is the drinks, and you can see that it is an outdoor service type of area. So we'll see. Ooh, experience. Let's see. Coming soon. Let's see if I've never clicked on this one before, you guys. I want to see Pim's Tasting Lab coming soon. Let's view the menu. Ooh, we can view the menu from here. Let's see what the menu says. Of course, they have all their guidelines and stuff. It's only a lounge. So you have snack molecules, which is mini pretzels, roasted peanuts, and spicy popped sorghum. Guess that's what it is. Sounds like a bar countertop bar food that you get for free at the bar, you know? It's funny how Pims sandwich has arugula salad. Arugula is such a potent green. People don't. Juan doesn't like arugula, it looks like. Or maybe he does. It's acquired taste. So beer cocktails. You can get a molecular meltdown. $17. Oh my gosh. It comes with ice cream topped with miniature marshmallows. So a beer with ice cream costs you $17. Oh my goodness. You guys. The honey fusion beer, $15. Beer cocktail with Plymouth gin and a honey straw. Sounds good. So it looks like they're trying to go with something a little more than beer, and they're get a little extra bucks out, a few bucks out of it by adding a few little bit of cocktail. Then the regulator, which is a beer cocktail with Patron, silver tequila, and mango flavored filled boba. Very interesting, the foods that they have. I'm just like so curious. Anyone going to try the $100 sandwich? Well, Joe, I don't think the $100 sandwich is for one person. I think you need to take 6 to 8 people, 6 to 8 of your closest friends, and split that sandwich with them, because the $100 sandwich is quite large. And yeah, I think if we have enough friends, I think it would be worth it to do it. I don't think you'd want to eat too much of the same sandwich, though, because it's basically just a sandwich. And we'll look at it. I'll show you a picture. Actually, let's see if I can see the pictures are right here. Let's take a look. So here's Pim's Test Kitchen right here. You can go in and do your stuff. They are having breakfast there too. So they are having calculated breakfast, which is E times 2 plus P plus B, P, T. So peanut butter and jelly, eggs 2 ways with smoked bacon, crispy potato bites, and frittata something toast. So that must be this way up here. And then they have Impossible Quarantine Garden Breakfast, plant-based folded omelet. Where's the omelet? I don't see the, oh, maybe that's the omelet right there, plant-based. That might be the omelet there. And then ever-expanding Cinnapin Toast, which is maybe this one. I don't know. Egg custard. Interesting. With cinnamon sugar topping. I think that might be that one. And then a spoonful of cereal and so on. Then they finally got, they learned from, did you see the $56 accelerator burger at Knott's? No, I did not. Now that's going to interest me too. That thing's probably huge. $56 burger. That's got to be gigantic. I worry about a gigantic burger though, like that, David, if it's really going to be good, if it's so big, you know? Hi, Amy. How you doing? Welcome. Welcome. Again, I want to thank our Patreon members out there. They've been scrolling across the bottom of the screen. We're going to jump over to our YouTube members there. Thank you very much for supporting the channel. I appreciate you. We appreciate you a lot, actually. A lot. So the Quantum Pretzel, which is gigantic. And if you've been to Universal Studios, they have a killer pretzel. And it looks like Disneyland is taking from that, because that pretzel looks about the same size as the pretzel over at Universal Studios. And it's delicious. Hopefully it comes with the cheese sauce, because that's our pretzel at Universal didn't have cheese sauce. So this one, I think, comes with a cheese sauce, and it's a cheddar beer sauce. Sorry. And then the Atomic Fusion pretzel, which is on the bottom, which has buffalo style pretzel loaded with chicken, hot ranch, hot sauce, ranch dressing, blue cheese crumbles, celery, dill pickles, carrots. Oh, that looks so good. I don't know if I can get the regular pretzel when they're offering me that. Oh my. Hi, Anna. How you doing? Welcome. Oh my gosh, you guys. That's just making me so hungry. The Pingo Dulce refreshing lemon lime with vanilla kick. It's the green beverage right there. So that's, I don't know, what is that? What kind of drink is that? Is that a Coca-Cola product? Because that's Disneyland's Coca-Cola. Is that like a special blend that Coca-Cola made for them? What is that? I don't know. And then the Proton PB&J Punch, Minute Maid lemonade, peanut butter and strawberry flavors, peanut butter infused whipped cream, and PB pretzel spheres. That's interesting. So they got some interesting stuff there that the flavors are really playing with those flavors. Very interested in that and trying everything one day at a time, because it all looks so pricey to me. The chicken looks a little gray on that pretzel, but I don't know. And then the sandwiches look good. So you got the big chicken sandwich here, which is the not so little chicken sandwich. Probably a little bun and a huge piece of chicken. And then you have the this is the Pim-ini, which is basically salami, rosemary, ham, provolone, and so on. And then you have the family size Pim-ini, which is basically the same sandwich. That's the $100. This right here, this is a piece of the $100 sandwich. So if you look in the background, you can see the very large $100 sandwich. It says it serves up to 6 to 8 guests. So I'm assuming that's 6 to 8 slices of the sandwich. So basically, you're paying $100 for your provolone, rosemary ham, salami, sun-dried tomato spread, and toasted, how do you say that kind of bread? And why is my tablet turning off? That's showing me everything. I don't understand. Okay, there we go. Josh, did Disney call your daughter back to work? No, they did not. And even if they did, I don't think she would go back right now. She's just got a lot going on. So that's the $100 sandwich right there in the background, and that's a slice of what it would be. And then looks like below you have the PB Suburb sandwich, which is warm peanut butter and jelly. Oh, no, that can't be that right there. That's a salad right there. Caesar salad, colossal croutons. Yeah, that's a salad right there. Hearts of romaine. And then you also have the Impossible Spoonful, which is rigatoni. And then you have the pasta and the plant-based meatballs, tomato sauce. So they're doing something for the vegans out there. Let's see, dairy-free Parmesan and micro basil. So definitely a vegan. I believe that's a vegan right there. Unless the pasta is not vegan friendly, then you're out of luck, I guess. But we'll see. Midlife Kiko says, hi, buddy. Hey, Kiko, what's up, brother? Miss you. Can't wait to see you someday. Hopefully sooner than later. And then you have also all the desserts, or actually the kids' meals. Juan, they have it for you, Juan. They have the kids' meals just for you right there. Look at that. And then these were some of the drinks that they had at the tasting lounge. The Honey Buzz, which is the gin, lemon juice, and honey syrup with a honey straw. Not a big gin fan, but if you put enough lemon and honey in it, it doesn't matter. You can't taste the gin. You just taste all the other goodness because that gin, gin. Ugh. What's up, King B? In the house? How you doing, brother? Hope you're doing good. Then you got the Shawarma Palace, which is mobile order only. And I believe that is out in front. Let's see. I'll show you guys right here on Google Earth. If I can scroll out. I think this is the Shawarma Palace right here. I think. I could be wrong. So don't quote me on that. Someone tell me if I'm wrong. Someone tell me if I'm right. And if you don't know, just don't tell me. But I think that's what that is. I'm just not 100% sure. And then this looks gross, but yet yummy, I guess. Looks can be deceiving. I mean, not the green one. The green churro, that looks good. That looks delicious. It just does. But the Cosmic Cream Orb, it's a crispy cream puff with whipped raspberry cream cheese mousse. So the flavors sound really good to me. Like the flavors are like, I want to do this. And this is at Terran Treats. And Terran Treats, so Terran Treats is going to be, if we go out, will be over here where Guardians of the Galaxy is. Terran Treats will be a food area over here, like a food booth, probably in this corner right here, that'll be serving those delicious, delectable treats from another world, I guess you could say. But it just looks weird. It looks like a rock, right? I mean, doesn't this thing look like a rock? It just... very purpley and very, I don't know, like it looks like burnt earth crust on the outside, but maybe it's delicious. I don't know. I'd hope it's delicious. And then you can also get all your little merch things and stuff like that. You got the Iron Man, what do you call that thing? What do you call that thing? Iron Man Infinity Gauntlet. Then you also have the Pingo Dulce soda can, which you can fill with soda. It's extra large. And then you got, is that a sampler? Pint-sized pints mini beer flight That's what I'm going for. I like the beer flat. I like to see the different. Wait, is that beer clear? Is that a clear beer? What the? You guys, that's a clear beer? What the heck? I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. Oh, I'm not getting comments up here. I was looking up here. Sorry, guys, if you were commenting, I didn't see it. Hey, Chris Hearn, how you doing? Let me see. Let me go back and look at some comments real quick. Can you try to imagine trying to get 6 to 8 people to agree on a sandwich? I don't think so, right, Amy? I don't think so. I like gin gimlets from the Hearthstone Lounge. Yes, Juan, you're a big gin gimlet fan, or vodka gimlet, right? Let's see. Alpha Traveler 1, what's up, buddy? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate it. I'm going to show up some more of our YouTube memberships out the bottom, you guys. I was showing you guys the first batch. This is the second batch. Can't fit them all in one batch. So I think there are 2 swarms. One is by the Hyperion Theater where there are tables. Okay, cool. Now, but the Hyperion Theater, if they have that show open up again or a new show open up, then what are they going to do? The rock bread thing is like a concha. Yeah, it's kind of like a concha. It just doesn't. It kind of, I guess you could say, but really most conchas don't have fillings in them. But it looks like a burnt one, I guess you could say. I'm sorry, guys. That's just my feeling on that. I mean, I'm actually excited to try it because it's the flavors look good, sound good, but it just looks so weird. It looks so like rock moonish, like moon rockish, I guess you could say. I don't know. That's just my thought on that food thing right there. It just looks a little different. Okay, so with that, we talked about the rides and we talked about Web Slingers, the ride. That's going to be like you see right here. It's a shooter ride where you're shooting webs. And there's something weird about that ride. So, they are going to be having a virtual queue for that ride, obviously, because anytime they have new rides now, they just go straight virtual queue because the demand is too big and they don't want to happen what happens at like Universal Orlando where you have like a 10-hour wait to get on a ride. They'd rather have you enjoying the park and just get in the virtual line and then come back when your time is to come back and do that. So they'll have a virtual queue, kind of like the Rise of the Resistance ride. And the good thing is, whether you're in Disneyland or Disney California Adventure, you can reserve your virtual queue. You can get into the virtual queue for that. But I heard you cannot be in the virtual queue for Rise of the Resistance and Web Slinger. So I think it's one or the other. That's just what I heard. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. So we'll see. If anybody knows anything for sure on that, let me know. And then the other thing is that they have this Web Slinger device that you can buy for like $40 to enhance the ride. Now, I thought if you didn't buy this thing, you didn't have any shooting device when you're on the ride, but you actually get a shooting device thingy on the ride, and it only shoots webs. This device shoots webs and lasers and beams and fire and all sorts of fun stuff. So you'll be able to look at that. Oh, that's the old school ones. So you can do that if you want to get that. Not really for me. Not really interested in that, but you never know. And no, you can get one at each time. Yeah, you can get one at 7 a.m. and you can get one at noon, right? So you can only get one at a time, but they let you reserve. You have 2 times that they open up reservations for those rides, 7 a.m. and noon, which is much better than before, because before it used to be right when they opened the park, that's when you could get a reservation. And if you weren't there, too bad, so sad. So I like that they did split it up. So definitely for people who are park hoppers and stuff like that, it just seems like such a good idea with them splitting it up and doing that. So that is the Avengers Campus. I know I kind of scrolled through it. I kind of want to geek out more on Google Earth, the view of Google Earth, because that's just, man, I could sit on Google Earth over Disneyland like all day long. I could sit for hours looking at Google Earth and Disneyland, and Disney California Adventure. I love looking at this. I love looking at Google Earth in general for anything. I love looking at golf courses on Google Earth. I love looking at all sorts of amusement parks. Like I'll go over to Six Flags Magic Mountain on Google Earth and look at the layout and look at how it looks. I've done it for and Kenny's always going to Six Flags Fiesta, Texas, right? Fiesta, is it Fiesta, Texas? Is that the name of it? Six Flags? But I go over there and I look at their layout and their rides and stuff from Google Earth, and I just love it. I just think Google Earth has such a great view of things, and I'm just so intrigued by how they lay out the park. Like, I even like looking at like the different roadways and stuff. Sorry, I'm totally going on a tangent right now, you guys, but this is kind of what I do. I just like, I'm so interested in the back roads of DCA, of Disneyland. Like, it's very intriguing to me that, this is backstage right here in the middle of the park. It's just interesting to me that how that works. And then there's another area, and it's over. Where was it at that I saw that totally? No, I don't think it was over here. I mean, this is definitely backstage right here too, but there was an area, and I think it's okay. So right here, you're backstage and you're traveling through. Nope, that's a gate and a gate. There was an area where I thought it kind of went under a little bit, but I must have been wrong. I was thinking of over here is what I was thinking of. So I don't know if you know this, but like right here, see this road? See where my mouse is right here? See that road right there? That actually is a road going underground, and there's a tunnel which goes under all the buses and stuff like that, goes under, then it comes out on the Disneyland side. So you're wondering how they get vehicles from DCA side to Disneyland side without you seeing them. They can use that tunnel right there and go underneath. I know I'm on a tangent. I know I'm doing things, but hey, let's see. Juan says, does X2 at Six Flags finally have the flamethrowers going? They were not going when I rode it the other week. Midlife Vibes, we are Google Earthing Mammoth Lakes. We're headed up there in 2 weeks. Nice. That's awesome. Usually wherever I go, if I'm going somewhere, I usually will Google Earth it, or I'll just Google Maps it and check it out. Google Earth seems to have more up-to-date images than Google Maps. Just FYI. I did Google Earth Walt Disney World, Amy. I'll be doing a lot more Google Earthing. That place is big. That place is large. You want to see on Google Earth how close we are to the Disneyland Resort in Florida? I'll show you guys in a minute how close we are to the Disneyland Resort in Florida. Literally, if they built a tunnel under the freeway, we could walk there. Well, we could walk to Disney Springs. I know Disneyland Resort in Florida or Disney World is huge. But once we get in there, we can start hopping on buses and stuff. But unfortunately, they didn't build a tunnel for me to walk over there. So, yeah, I just, this is DCA right here. And I'm telling you, it's really weird. Like, it seems like they got a lot out of what was a Bugs Land. And then Chris, I don't know if Addy Family Adventures, AFA, Addy Family Adventures is still here. But here's the expansion. So Avengers Campus is right here, right? And you can see, I always wondered why they did this until now I know that they put Mission Breakout part of the Avengers Campus. But you can see there's a clear cutoff from Avengers Campus to what is Hollywood Backlot, or the Backlot Studios right there, which this is what I would think they should do, is take Avengers Campus and also expand it to this area, because there's so much not going on over here. And we'll get to that in a second. But right here is where they've talked about the expansion for Avengers Campus. This is back lot right here. They do have some buildings here for construction, warehouse, whatever, storage. And then they had this building right here is where the red car trolley gets fixed and stuff. They could easily take the red car trolley and move it this way and shift it to this side. Not here, because there's obviously a lot of units, air conditioning units and power units and stuff like that, but they could shift it somewhere over here. But this is where I've heard they're going to take the next e-ticket attraction building, will be in this spot right here. So imagine, here's Radiator Springs Racers. There's a lot of outdoor stuff, but if they just did an indoor attraction, they can definitely fit a nice big indoor attraction right here, or outdoor. There's a lot of space there that they can utilize for another attraction. Do you have a Google Earth Knott's Berry Farm? Yes, we do. I can Google Earth all night long. I'm telling you, for the next hour, I can sit here Google Earthing with you guys, because that's just, man, I just want to Google Earth all the time. I'm kind of addicted to Google Earth. And Carrie gave me a super chat, and I just realized I didn't take a shot. So Carrie, thank you so much for your super chat earlier. I appreciate it. And I just forgot, and I'm sorry, and I apologize. So that was kind of small. We want to make when Carrie super chats, we gotta get a little bit of a bigger shot. There we go. Cheers, salud. Thank you very much, Carrie, for the super chat. I appreciate it. Wow. When the Gearys were down, we really demolished this. If you guys didn't know, just so you know, we did do a live stream on a Saturday night with our friends Juan and Carla and Kiko Adventures, and Yaya Chronicles were here, and we did a live stream, and we were having a fun night. Let's just say that we were having a fun night, and then the live stream is not live. So if you did not see it live, you cannot see that live stream anymore. Sorry, guys, but it's on private. Maybe I should release it to the YouTube members only. What do you think? If you're a YouTube member, should I post that live stream? But I have to put a warning on it. Like, that is an adult content live stream 100% of the way. Like, there is no not adult live stream. Like, and then I'd have to make sure, like, Carla and Kiko, you're like, would you be okay with me just releasing that live stream to our YouTube members? Because I definitely don't think I can make it public. I think I need to have, there needs to be some sort of paywall behind it. You know what I'm saying? Strong language was used. Yes, strong language was used that night. But, that's just, when we're having fun, we're having fun. It's just kind of the way it is. So, well, we'll think about it. We'll think about it. I have to think about it. I have to get Becky's permission on that one, because I was, warning, adult content, viewer discretion advised, right, Juan? Yeah, we were just we were having fun, but we were a little tipsy, you guys. We were, and here's what I can say for sure, too, is that they got to experience what I experienced on Tuesday nights when it comes to super chats and shots, because I was surprised. We went live at midnight, and I was kind of surprised that, A, the crowd that we had on there at midnight, and then B, people were very generous that evening, and because I think we were just being a fool. Sure, I don't mind seeing people act like a damn fool, right? What? Oh my gosh. Kenny, of course. Kenny said, if you in San Antonio, let me know. Yeah. So was that 2-3 weekends ago when I got up in the middle of the night to go to the yeah, that was it. That was it. That was it. I missed that stream, but I was able to see it on Facebook. Not sure if you can still. No, I took it off of Facebook. I deleted that. Becky luckily came to her senses that night, and she put it on private on YouTube. And then, but she didn't realize about Facebook. And then I realized like a day later or something, like, oh, I think it's still on Facebook. Let's just take that off of Facebook right now. So we popped that off of Facebook. So if you got to see it, I hope you had fun. I had fun. We had fun doing it. But it definitely was adult content because the libations were definitely going that night for sure. Like, it was out of control, people. So somebody asked, so I want to go real quick. I'm going to zoom out with this. I'm going to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to come to Florida. Let me make sure we get nice and straight here. Okay, so there's Kissimmee. So that means, well, Disney World should be right here. Oh, there's Epcot. Look at that, you guys. I found Epcot. This is how you know I use Google Earth way too much. I went from here and I said, oh, I know exactly in Florida. Like, Florida's this large place, right? I could be down here. Even if I went to Orlando. If you went to Orlando, you're like, okay, that's where it says Orlando is, but where would Disneyland be? I would not know. But I've been on here too much because I know where Universal Studios is right there. But I was able to, even without reading it, I was already able to get into Epcot, which is right down here, and then Magic Kingdom, which is right up there. You guys, this is another thing. Disney Springs is over here. So here's Disney Springs right here. We are across the freeway from Disney Springs. Like, we were literally across the freeway. So, which it's really weird because when you're over here, it seems like so far away from like Epcot and from Animal Kingdom, which is over here. And then we have Magic Kingdom up here. And then I didn't even realize how close Hollywood Studios right here is to the Epcot. And if you know, we're doing 2 days in Epcot. So the first day We're going to be trying to hit up as many rides as we can, maybe doing a little bit of walk through the world, as I would say. But then once we go World Showcase, but then for our day 2 for the World Showcase, we are going to be going and doing a drinking around the world, you guys. I mean, we are going to straight up drink around the world. Now, they say you have to start in the Mexican Pavilion, which is right here, right? So it seems like a logical place to start. And then we work our way through the land. It looks like we're going to go from Mexico to wherever this is. I don't even know what's over here. The Frozen ride is there. So is that like Norway or something? And then we hit up China, and it looks like they're building another land right there. I don't know. Then you got Germany and Italy and what is this right here? The American Adventure. America? Is that what that is? And then we have Japan, Morocco. Oh, I want to go to Morocco. That sounds fun. That sounds interesting. I want to see what food I can find there. I'm kind of excited for that. Oh wow, that looks great. And then, of course, Ratatouille, the ride, which is right here, will be open, and we will be in the France Pavilion. And then Ratatouille will be open for business, and I am excited for that. Then we'll cross over a bridge there. And is this more? Is that it for World Showcase, or is there more after France? Like what is this? Oh, United Kingdom. So there's gonna be some good beers over at the United Kingdom. And then Canada. I don't know anything. I know Canada has beer, right? Like, hey. So we'll go there and have that looks like a beer glass right there. I don't know. But what if in Canada? I think Canada, that's the last place, right? It's Canada. How many countries did we just talk about right now? Like Canada, 1, 2, 3 is France. 4, 5, 6. Well, I don't know. Do they serve adult beverages at the American Adventure? We'll say 6. We'll say yes, and we'll just go from that. 7, 8, Germany, 8. 9, China. 10, Frozen Ever After. And 11, Mexico. So we're supposed to, throughout the day, drink 11 drinks. 1 from every country. We have to drink, at least you have to drink 1 from every country. To me, that seems pretty easy. But I know I'm going to get stuck in Mexico. Here's what I think is going to have to happen. And Carla, Kiko, Juan, you guys tell me if this is what's going to have to happen or not. Do we first do 1 drink from every spot? Like we do the 1 drink, we make our way around 1 drink. That's 11 drinks, right? I'm pretty sure we're pros. We can handle that. But then do we walk back over to Mexico? Because I really want to drink more in Mexico. Like I want to go to the tequila bar. I want micheladas. I want to try it all over there. And I'm very interested in Morocco too. Morocco has got me thinking. So I don't know, man. You're staying. Let's see. Alptratter says where you're staying is about 1 mile from the Disney character warehouse. Woohoo! Cheap Disney merch. Oh, maybe we'll end up there. So Juan says 1 drink first around the world, and then we go. Well, we're meeting up with friends over there and stuff, and I think we're gonna have to get some advice from them also, because I don't know if they've completed the drinking around the world, but we plan on completing it, right? I don't think any of us plan on not finishing the drinking around the world. Now, the vlog might be a little weird, but hey, hello. I think Michael and I will be spending that day with you guys. It sounds brutal, LOL. Well, as long as we keep you and Michael away from the tequila, Carrie, I think we will be okay. I mean, all I know is that Carrie and Michael probably need to stay away from the tequila. Last time I was there, I saved 86% off retail shopping at the Disney Character Warehouse. Awesome. I think we're planning on stopping there. We might stop there on our very last day because Saturday is our day we leave. And we don't leave until the evening time. So we have all day to just make it happen. Brian, are you going to make it? Are you going to be able to make it all the way around the world, Brian? Brian is going to Disney World too, so we will see. Do Mexico on first Disneyland or first Dayland. Do it extensively. Okay, you got it. We're going to try. We're going to try. So, oh man. I'm excited. Like, it's Epcot's my park, just so you guys know. Epcot is my park. Yeah, Brian's a pro. I know Brian's a pro with us. Trust me, I know. No man gets left behind. I don't think you got to worry about us, Brian, huh? You don't got to worry about Kiko. You don't got to worry about Juan. You don't got to worry about me. So it's a matter of anybody else who's joining us, will they make it or will they not? You know? And so let's see, Midlife, you have to do the shopping first so you won't have the urge to buy stuff at the parks. Oh, no, I don't. Trust me, I don't have the urge. When I see the price tags at the parks, I won't buy it. I just won't buy it. Kenny, I won't buy it. And I'm pretty sure I keep Becky on track, because if I tell Becky the money is for food and drinks, Becky will always go with food and drinks over merch. That's just who we are. We're not the greatest merch people. We do like the food and drinks. So with that, man, you guys, we're almost an hour here. Here's the deal. I will have the CCTV out and vlog you all, right? It's going to be the carry cam. Should we stay on the live stream and see if Becky calls or texts me in the next 5 minutes for when she gets off of work, and see if we can last until Becky gets here? You guys want to do that? You guys let me know in the chat. Should we stay for Becky, or do I end it in 5 minutes? You tell me. Amy, my reaction to the vaccine was very rough the first time. I did get a fever for 24 hours, full-blown fever, chills, and stuff like that. But it was just 24 hours, and then I was good. And then my second reaction was good. I got a fever, but I didn't get chills or anything. I was much better. My arm was only sore for a day. But guess what? I'm fully vaccinated now. Becky's fully vaccinated now. We are free to go everywhere and just explore and have a great time. Still be safe, of course. But, you know, this is why I was telling people who are out of state in California, you know, some of those big events, you're going to have to show proof of vaccination to go to big events, especially if you're from out of state and stuff. So it's great that we're able to show that proof. And okay, Juan says stay. Alpha says stay. Brian says stay. Of course, Disney Diva just gonna say stay. Disney Diva, Jem. I love that you're going to all the parks, you and your family and stuff. And I can't wait to hang out with you guys again. Can't wait. And we didn't really get to hang out that much the last time. We're all shooting our vlogs and just doing stuff. We got to hang out, you know? Colt Mello says stay. David, of course, says stay. Okay, I knew you guys were going to say it. I knew you guys were going to be like, stay, stay, stay. But now let's see. Let's see if Becky gets out on time, right? Okay. So, oh my God, I'm so excited. All this talk of Universal. I'm going to scroll all the way out. I'm going to try to get the thing back to where it was. I'm going to come back over here to California, you guys, because that's where we're at, people. I'm trying to find if I'm here at California. Let's take a look at a little looky-loo. Let's take a little looky-loo at Knott's Berry Farm. Gotta stay for my comadre. Yeah, I know, Carla. I don't got to. I might just hang up just because of that. No, I'm just kidding. United Communist State of California will require electric passport to go anywhere. LOL. Yeah, right? No. So they've already decided. Oh, before we move on to looking at the maps, I wanted to talk about this. I wanted to talk about California opening up on June 15th, you guys, and what that means for theme parks and other things. So, and I brought that up here too, is that the state of California health department here has an announcement that on June 15th, all sectors listed in the current blueprint activities and business tiers charts may return to usual operations with limited exceptions noted below for mega events. So basically, if California is opening up, I know we're opening up a month after everybody else, but June 15th, there will be no more capacity restrictions, no more mask mandates, no more social distancing guidelines. Basically, they're saying you can open up as normal after June 15th. And then now for mass events, what they were talking about is really they're talking about concerts and stuff like that. We'll kind of look at it. So restrictions applied for indoor and outdoor. So vaccine verification or negative COVID testing requirement within 72 hours, I'm adding that because I know that's what it is required for indoor mega events. So if you're going to a concert, hey, Brittany's new page, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Miss you. It was those birria tacos that made you safe. So if you're going to an indoor concert, like an arena concert or something like that, after June 15th, you are going to have to show proof of vaccine or proof of a negative COVID test, or they'll have to do on-site rapid COVID testing to allow you into the event. For outdoor events, it's just recommended. It's not mandatory. It's recommended. So like an outdoor sporting event or something like that, it's recommended that they do that, but they don't have to. And when they were talking about indoor events, they were talking about more than 5,000 people, and outdoor events are talking about more than 10,000 people. Capacity limitations, there are no restrictions on these events. Physical distance, there are no restrictions. Masking is follow current CDPH guidance for face coverings, which I think is no face coverings if you're vaccinated or you provided the negative test. And then travelers follow CDC recommendations, which I think is the same. But mega events are characterized as, like I said, 5,000 for indoor, 10,000 for outdoors. And mega events are unassigned seating and may be either general admission or gated, ticketed, or permitted events. So it doesn't say theme parks are necessarily part of it, but it's very possible that they could be part of it. It's very vague when it comes to that. And I'm hoping that they're not, but we'll see. Okay, so, and then it talks about, okay, those are all the mega event stuff. I'm not really too concerned about that. I don't know if they're including theme parks in mega events. Has anybody heard anything? Because I couldn't find anything that talked about theme parks as mega events, because theme parks, you're really not confined. When they talk about these mega events, they're really talking about more of a confined seating area or a confined concert type area. So it could be like if you're going to a stadium to watch a football game, you're going to be sitting in seats next to people, so you're more confined to where you're at. Where a theme park, Amy says theme park equals mass mega event. I don't know. Because when you're in a theme park, you're on a massive amount of land, and you're not sitting right next to somebody in close quarters for long periods of time. Now you're in a theme park with tens of thousands of people, but you're not next to the same people, and you're not sitting. You understand what I'm saying, right? You're not in one little area. So I would think that that would be the case, but I just don't know. If that is or not. You guys can tell me, because I don't see anything for theme parks in here. I just see, let's see if I can find another definite. No, nothing. I don't see anything for theme parks on there. And then here's my other question. An event is a set time, a stationary space, and seats, right, Terry? Thank you for chiming in, Terry. Thank you for joining us here tonight. I appreciate it. That's what I think. I think I'm on your page there. I think theme parks are subject to different guidelines. Well, but they haven't given any different guidelines for theme parks after June 15th. That's the thing. They pretty much said, this is the state's webpage. This is from the public health department. It says basically everything is opening up, everything except for mega events. So when it says everything, it says everything. It doesn't say separate directions for theme parks. It doesn't say that. Right now, I know we have separate directions with our tier system, but when we're not in a tier system anymore, the tier system goes away June 15th. It's gone. See you later. Bye. Theme parks will not have a capacity limit after June 15th. Now, they may choose to still do that. So when we talk about these restrictions, there's still, businesses can choose to have restrictions. They can choose to say you have to wear a mask to come in. They can choose to keep social distancing. They can choose to have capacity limits. I think most businesses are probably going to go with the CDC guidelines and the California Department of Public Health guidelines. I think that's the route they're going to go, but they can still choose. Some places will probably still choose to do some sort of distancing or ease their way back into it. And I'm sure people are going to still be wearing masks and stuff who are out there. And, because the recommendation right now is if you're fully vaccinated, then you don't need to wear a mask. But if you're not vaccinated, then you probably should wear a mask, right? Because if you're vaccinated, you don't have to worry. Is basically what I'm saying. I don't know why this tablet is giving me so many problems today, but it is. Okay. So I think that's what that means. Now, here's what I don't know either is I think they'll do like Disney World and require masks when indoors at theme parks. Maybe, but you might see that change pretty soon at Disney World too with these new guidelines and stuff that are coming out from the CDC. I just don't know. I know that Disney wants to be cautious because they don't want to be known as an origin of an outbreak or something like that. They want to make sure they're still taking caution, but they also still want to improve the guest experience in their theme parks. But we'll see. I don't know. And then what my real question here is that I was thinking after June 15th, a lot of theme parks were going to get rid of the reservation system. Let's see. Brittany Zupage says, as a private nurse, I still have not had the vaccination, just waiting to see how it works for other people to see if they come out a return when I went on. No, I'm all pro-vaccination. I'm pro-vaccines. They've been working on these vaccine techniques for decades. And so that's just me. It's not like this came out of the blue or anything like that as far as how they create a vaccine. But I don't want to get into all that stuff. But what I'm curious about, like I know Disneyland is probably going to keep the reservation system in place for a while because it helps them run their business. You get your first shot on Thursday. Awesome, Brian. Awesome. Hey, human person, how you doing? So I think that Disneyland will keep a reservation system because it benefits them, and they'll still be able to. It won't. What's the word I'm looking for? It won't deter people from going to the parks. But I'm wondering about other parks like Universal Studios Hollywood. Already, right now, if you are a pass holder, you do not have to make a reservation to go to Universal Studios Hollywood. Now, if you want to buy a day ticket, you have to make a reservation to buy a day ticket. And then I was looking, so I went onto their website and I acted like I was going to buy a ticket, right? And I acted like I was going to buy it after June 15th or go after June 15th. I still had to make a reservation. So, and I did the same thing for Six Flags Magic Mountain, still had to make reservations. But I'm wondering if they're just not changing their system right now because they can't figure out how to do reservations until June 15th and then no reservations after right now. But at Six Flags Fiesta, if you're an AP holder, we no longer need to make reservations. And that's weird because at Six Flags Magic Mountain, you still have to make a reservation. So I'm just wondering though, like, do they have to show that you have to make reservations? And then when June 15th hit, like some of these other theme parks, they just cut it off. They just say, nope, no more reservations for us. Come on down. Because Disneyland is different than other resorts. Disneyland has a demand that is huge. Disneyland has a demand that is way beyond any other theme park in California. And I'm pretty sure it's almost the same in Florida too. Universal has a very close demand. But here in California, Universal has a demand, but not as much as Disneyland. And then definitely like Six Flags and Knott's Berry Farm do not have the same, like, people aren't like, right now they're kind of dying to get in because they're just dying to do anything. But on a normal week, the weekdays at Knott's Berry Farm are empty. Like they were empty, you know? Hey, the Disney Baker is here. What it do? What's going on, brother? So, oh my gosh, Juan. You had 4 hours in between. Juan, I have one question. Did you have 4 hours in between every meal plan? So, like, if you were to go to Knott's Berry Farm, not during the summertime, but just during regular time, let's say in May or beginning of June or in April, if you went to Knott's Berry Farm on the weekdays, it's a ghost town there. They're dying to get people in there. So I don't know if they would even need a reservation system. And same thing, Six Flags on the weekdays. Six Flags is not busy at all. Pre-pandemic, of course. Right now, it's been a little bit busier because there's some pent up. I need to get into the theme parks, but before that, it really was not very busy at all. So it was like, okay, you can go at any time, and I don't think they need a reservation system because I don't think those parks have a issue with capacity. Really, those parks on weekdays during non-peak times are probably only getting 10 to 15, maybe 20% capacity anyway. I mean, most of the rides are a walk-on. Now, the weekends are a different story. Weekends, they're still not maxing out. They're probably getting 30, 40% capacity. Where Disneyland, there's times where, during the weekdays, they're doing 50, 60% capacity. And then the weekends, they're probably doing 80, 90% capacity most of the time. And sometimes hitting 100%. But those are special occasions, I think, because they're such a big park too. They can get so many people in there. But I don't know. I'm really curious. In the comments, in the chat, you guys, in the chat, this is because no one really answered this. Do you think, not including Disneyland, do you think other theme parks, SeaWorld, Magic Mountain, Universal, Knott's Berry Farm, do you think they're going to continue with the reservation system after June 15th? Or do you think that they're going to stop the reservation sometime between June and July? So one, if you think they're going to continue reservations through July. Two, if you think they're going to stop reservations through July. Let me know in the chat below. I'm just curious. I'm curious to see what everyone thinks. Reservations, bye-bye. Thank you, Joe Ross. That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? Reservations, bye-bye. Not now. Disneyland, I think, is going to keep it longer. I think Disneyland's going to keep it longer until they can see that there's not a demand. But right now, I think there's still a demand for them. If demand remains the same, then yes, I can see out-of-state guests. But so remember this, David. The demand is there because people are worried that they're not going to be able to get in because there are capacity limits to the parks. June 15th, they can go back to 100% capacity. June 15th, 100% capacity. So really, what's the point of a reservation to some of these parks? I mean, Becky was just at Universal on Sunday. No reservation needed, went in, and I guarantee you it was not even close to capacity. And they're at 35. They're allowed to have 35% capacity. So I really think, my belief is that it's going to go away. Universal might because it's been such a demand, and Horror Nights. Well, Horror Nights is a special ticketed event, so you can't just show up to Horror Nights and get a ticket on some nights because they do sell out. They will sell out. So you pre-buy your tickets for Horror Nights, and same thing with Scary Farm. You pre-buy your tickets. Now, you might be able to walk up and try to get a ticket the same day, but those I guarantee you, this year, those events are going to sell out every day. Every day, those events are going to sell out. Yeah, on Jurassic World, wait time was over 200 minutes. Total tip is when you go to Universal Studios, you go straight to Jurassic World. You get in line right away. Your wait time will be 10 minutes to 30 minutes. If you wait 2 hours or an hour, Jurassic World line just gets longer every day. By the way, I got soaked on Jurassic World. I was so angry. How did you get soaked? We didn't even get wet when we went on Jurassic World. It was like, nope, not wet at all. You know which line was long for us when we went to Universal was the tram. The studio tour was super long line. It was 180 minutes. It was a 2.5 hour wait to get on that ride. So, but I think eventually too, honest, and okay, here's another question for the chat, you guys. This is for you guys in the chat. Here's another question. Will Disneyland keep the reservation system forever? Or do you think it'll go away eventually? One, if they'll keep it forever. Two, if you think it'll go away eventually. And then I have a follow-up question after that. I'm just curious. I'm just curious to see what is the how long do you think that Disneyland does not want to ever get rid of the reservation system? Or do you think they're just doing it right now and then eventually they'll get rid of it? I know I saw on Instagram the snowball meet and greet over at Uni. I want to get that. I want to vlog that. So I'm hoping when I go to Universal this week or next week that I'm able to vlog that. We'll see though. I mean, I don't know for sure, but we'll see. Okay, 1 in the chat if you think Disneyland's going to keep the reservations forever. 2, if you think they're going to get rid of them sometime, this year. Let's say that. 1, including with new memberships. Oh, so reservations with memberships. What about day tickets, Joe? Do you think they'll keep them for day tickets? Heard to predict Disney, but I think they may keep it forever. They benefit. Yeah, I think they do. I think Disney does. I heard Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters will reopen on June 26th. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, Disney Fan 2005. Thank you very much. Junior, or JR says, 1. You ready to go on Timber Mountain log riding? Rosa just coming straight in with the hey, Knott's Berry Farm. Oh, we don't want to talk about Disneyland. We're talking about Knott's Berry Farm. That's what Rosa just came straight in with. Oh my goodness. I think here's what my opinion is. I think Disneyland is going to keep the reservations for a long time. Now, I can't say forever because there might be a time where the demand for Disney goes down a little bit. It's very possible. It's happened in the past. So there was a time where Disney was not what it is right now. Now, if they on the path that they are going, I think that they're going to keep reservations for a long time. But we'll see. Oh, DDG says 1, but I think they will have ticket booth available for the same day. Yeah, it's very possible. Look at Walt Disney World, where there was times where you were able to make same day reservations because they didn't sell out. They didn't have the demand there, And so I really think it depends on the demand. And I think right now what we're seeing is there is a huge pent up demand for entertainment. And eventually that's going to go away. In a year, that's going to slow down. People are going to slow down. It's just like in the shopping world out there. People are spending lots of money. They're buying things. There's a pent up demand. They want to get out. They want to buy. They want to eat. They want to experience things. So I do believe that can't sustain itself forever. We just all don't make that much money to where we can just keep spending the way we're all expending in this economy. But it's definitely, I think that Disneyland for sure will have reservations into 2022 and maybe through 2022. But after that, I see it changing. I definitely see it changing. I think they would love to keep it if they can keep that demand, but because they can predict how many people are going to the parks on what days, and so that helps them with staffing and ordering food and merch and all that stuff. But I don't know. One part of being an annual pass holder, and it's going to be interesting too to see with the new membership programs that they have, how many people actually sign up for those memberships, because being a member, we used to call it passport holder, annual pass holder for Disneyland, was getting off work and just coming home and going, you know what? Hey, you want to go to Disneyland today? Let's go over to Disneyland, just on the fly and just go. And now you can't do that. And that was one of the benefits to me, a huge benefit to me of being a pass holder. Like, that's why I'm so happy I'm a pass holder for Knott's Berry Farm, Universal, and Six Flags, because this week I plan on going to some of those parks. I just can't nail down, and I can't nail down the date because I have another obligation that I have to get taken care of first. And once that's taken care of, bam, I plan on going to parks. So I just, I'm hoping that there's I'm thinking there'll be reservations available at these parks during the weekdays. Now I know the weekends are it's going to be packed, and stuff. It's a holiday weekend, so all of the reservations are probably pretty sold out already. But on the weekdays, I think I can get in, and it's just, I like being able to do that on the fly, and so it's just, I'm more, and Becky disagrees with me when I say I'm impulsive, but I'm not impulsive. I'm impulsive when it comes to theme parks and going to them and stuff more, but it's still kind of planned out a little bit. But if I already have a plan in place and you throw me and you say you want to go do this and it's not in the plan, then I get crazy. Then I get local. I get like, oh my goodness gracious, this is ridiculous. So, like this weekend, I was looking at 2 different theme parks and both of them are sold out for this weekend. So, and they weren't in Orange County, but they're both sold out. And it was like, ugh, but it's a holiday weekend. So I understand why they're sold out, 67 degrees in Maryland. That's actually a nice temperature. It's a little warm today here. We're probably sitting at about 75 right now. It was in the high 80s earlier. Actually, where I'm at right now, if I'm looking at it, I'm at 71 degrees. It's cooled off quite a bit. It was quite warm earlier. Walt Disney World reservations will go away, but not Disneyland. Yeah, I think definitely Walt Disney World will go away first, and Disneyland will be second sometime. I think sometime they will go away, but I don't know for sure. I can't say for sure. So let's take a look at. Wow, Becky hasn't even called me yet. It's 8:20. She hasn't called me. She knows I'm live streaming. That's probably why she hasn't called me. But I'm wondering, like, why isn't she here? Okay. Knott's Berry Farm looks so small compared to Disneyland. Like, this is Knott's Berry Farm right here. This is Soak City. I don't understand this, you guys. Why do you think Disneyland is not opening a water park? Like, California is the perfect place for them to open a water park. Why are they not opening a water park? I don't understand. They have the property. They could probably do it. But why? Someone tell me why. What is the reason? Joe, come on, Joe. You're the man who knows everything. So you got to tell. Somebody's got to tell me this. So as you can see, Knott's Berry Farm has some pretty gigantic roller coasters. We'll go into. Oh, that was my 2D. Here we go. There's my 2D. Look at this roller coaster right here. Look at this wooden roller coaster. It goes across the road. There's a road right there, you guys. Yeah, I like this angle right here. This is Ghost Rider. If you haven't seen Ghost Rider, it's crazy, man. Yeah, look at the road goes underneath the roller coaster. Isn't that crazy? Liability is ridiculous in California. That's why. Okay, it's not year round. Well, I guess you're right. The water parks are not year round, but I think you can almost be year round. Really, just the winter parks. I mean, it's warm enough most of the time, and I think at Disneyland they would be able to have it most of the time, but I don't know. I guess you're right. I guess they feel they can get more money out of having a second downtown Disney, more like a Disney Springs area over in Toy Story parking lot than a water park. Midlife Vibes, I text Becky earlier and no response. I know it was a super busy day for her at work. There was a lot of meetings, a lot of things going on. So I don't know, but this was one of my favorite wooden roller coasters right here. I love this ride. If I was talking hybrid, I've only been on one hybrid, which is Twisted Colossus, and so that's my favorite hybrid wooden roller coaster. But I know there's better ones out there. But I do love Apocalypse over at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I do love that one. Cool Drummer in the house. What's going on? I forgot about the stream, even though I reminded myself earlier in the day. Come on, Cool Drummer. You forgot about the stream. I didn't forget about you, buddy. No, thank you for joining, Cool Drummer. I appreciate it so much. I'm glad you were at least able to make it, and we're still going strong. So that's awesome. I text Becky Boo. She said she is a tad busy, but says hi to everybody. Oh, whatever. Yeah, Twisted Colossus is insane. If that seat did not come down like it does, I would think you would fly out of that thing. That ride was nuts. So the one thing I like about Knott's Berry Farm is it has a mix of roller coasters and a mix of good times. And I am a roller coaster guy. So like Six Flags, I love Six Flags Magic Mountain, but Six Flags Mountain, it's just roller coasters. That's it. That's the only offering they really have is roller coasters. There's not a lot of theming. There's not a lot of different fun things to do, but there's roller coasters. Now, Knott's Berry Farm has Calico Mine Ride, has Berry Tales, has a train ride, has Camp Snoopy, has some thrill rides, some easy rides. They have a nice log ride. So I think that that's why I really like Knott's Berry Farm, because they have a mix. I mean, you can see in this picture right here, 1, 2, 3. If I go down, 4, 5. There's 6 roller coasters right there. I mean, they have many. They have roller coaster over here, 7. Then you got Ghost Rider, 8. They have 8 or 9 roller coasters here. I mean, you can look at Silver Bullet right here, which is just a cool hanging roller coaster. They have Hang Time, which is their newest roller coaster, which is a killer drop roller coaster right there. I love that ride so much. And then Accelerator was one of the first launch roller coasters, which is just man. But the classic, the log ride though, right here, the log ride, that's the best right there. I remember I would take Roller Coaster Tycoon the game and I would build Knott's Berry Farm. I built like the log ride because I knew how it was on the inside and stuff, and it was just such a great ride. I mean, that's, to me, the log ride is the best log flume ride out there. I know I like Splash Mountain. It's very nice, but I think the Magic Mountain one just gives me a huge chug, chug, chug. What? Alpha Traveler, take a breath and chug, LOL. Okay. Really, Kenny, really. Okay. I mean, I'm gonna try to finish off this bottle today. I mean, I'm pouring it with a lid. What is going on? Why did I? Juan, I saw your Instagram, your thing to us about the mission. That was kind of funny, actually. There we go. We're almost there. All right, you guys. Cheers. Ooh-wee. Thank you so much. Kenny, thank you so much. If you guys haven't done so, check out Alpha Traveler 1. He's over there in Texas showing us off Six Flags, SeaWorld, his Star Wars collection, and what a Star Wars collection. If you're into Star Wars and you're into merchandise, Kenny's the guy to see because he has 3 videos, I believe it is right now, out on his Star Wars collection. And oh my goodness gracious sakes alive. It's a lot of stuff. Well, everyone need to slow down Josh a bit and have him have fun. Oh, so I get all serious, huh? Do I get all serious? I get into my Google Earth. I'm telling you, I just get into my Google Earth. Like Kenny, I'm about to go to Six Flags Fiesta Texas. Well, no, really, I'm about to go there. I want to go there, but I'm about to go there on Google Maps. It's funny because Knott's Berry Farm is kind of a small park, so they have all these roller coasters like jam-packed. Like here's Silver Bullet, here's Sierra Sidewinder, which is a spinning roller coaster. Montezuma's Revenge, which is the only shuttle loop roller coaster left in California, I believe, maybe in the States, but I know in California, it's basically shoot you forward through a loop. You go up, and then you free fall backwards through the loop, and then you go back up, and then you come back down into the station, and that's it. And then they have Jaguar, which is a friendly, family-friendly coaster, which goes through the Temple of Doom. But let's take a look, you guys. This is one of my parks that I really want to go to. Zoop. Let's scroll all the way out. We're going to scroll over to Texas here. And Texas is right there. It is. San Antonio, Texas. Now, I know I'm not as good at it, but there it is. You can see. Look at this. You guys, look at this. Google Maps. They're crazy. Google Maps is crazy. Iron Rattler is ridiculous. Yeah, right? So Google Maps, like it says San Antonio, it knows what I've already want. It knows what I look for, and it goes, oh, let me already pre-mark Six Flags for you. It didn't used to do that. But this is Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I'm going to change the view because we want to go from the front of the park in. And I remember Kenny shot a video. The line was thousands of people long to get in. It was like spring break or something, and it was crazy. The line was crazy long to get in. Hey, good night, Cool Drummer. Are you going to Cool Drummers? I would say good night, Anna. Oh, good night, Anna. Have a good night, Anna. Thank you very much for joining. I appreciate it. I actually, when I look at Six Flags, I want to then go play this golf course right here because this golf course to me looks great. But Six Flags right here, they have a lot of cool things. They have a water park, but I am not into water parks, you guys. I know I want to go to Cedar Point one too. I really do. Good night, Junior. Good night. Have a good night. Thank you for joining us. But they have the classic corkscrew ride right here. But I'm more interested, and it's funny, Kenny, is I like old roller coasters. So I'm definitely into the new Iron Rattler right here. This hybrid wooden roller coaster with metal beams. And I love how it's in a rock quarry. I believe that's what it is, right? And look at how the roller coaster is integrated onto the side of this cliff and goes up above it. and then goes actually into it right here and comes out over there. But I'll be honest with you, you know what I'm really intrigued with is this is one of their classic roller coasters here, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's an old school roller coaster, very simple, but I love it. It's like Gold Rusher for me. Gold Rusher at Six Flags Magic Mountain is like the oldest roller coaster they have there, and it's just so cool to me. I love the nostalgia of old roller coasters. Yeah, sometimes they can get bumpy and stuff, but I still love them. I think that they're great. And then Six Flags, it's a pretty big park. I mean, if you look at it, it's over a pretty good span. They have a suspended roller coaster right here called Goliath, a ride that I've never been on. This is a ride at style I've never been on. They have the Joker, but there's different names for this ride. It shoots you. It launches you into this crazy twisted metal of craziness right there. That's a ride I want to go on too. That's a ride that I really want to go on. And then they also have the groundbreaking new technology single rail roller coaster. This is a Wonder Woman's Lasso or something like that. But it's a new style roller coaster that is a single rail roller coaster, which I love. And then they have Superman, the ride over here, which is a pretty big roller coaster, which I like. So definitely want to get there. They're not, Six Flags is not really known for theming. Maybe over in Texas they have a better theming, but like their log ride is just kind of just out in the open, and not really a log ride there, whatever their ride you want to call that, their water ride. I would say a big log ride, but nothing crazy there. Let's see. What's the name of the twisted metal roller coaster? You're talking about the one over here. Oh, this one? That's the Joker, I believe. I believe that's what it's called here in it's a poltergeist somewhere else, but I think here it's called the Joker. I'm trying to see if sometimes they give you the names on Google, but I don't see it there. But I think it's called the Joker because they're basically look at that. Isn't that crazy? It's like a web of metal, right? It's just like this crazy web of metal. Josh, there's a theme park for people with disabilities in San Antonio, Texas. It's named Morgan's Wonderland. Morgan Wonderland has a water park. Oh, I have to check that out. I have to check it out and see where that's at. I live right above Wonder Woman's area, right above the quarry. Kenny, you got me all curious. So Wonder Woman is right here. So that means you live over here, Kenny. You live somewhere over here. I know where Kenny lives now. Right next to that big giant mall. Look at that huge mall. But yeah, this is definitely a theme park that's on my to-do list. Brian, you're talking about this thing still, right? Like, look at that thing. That thing just looks nuts. Like, what the heck? Look. We're gonna go 3D. Watch this. Here we go. We're gonna go 3D view around it. Look at that thing. It's just crazy. It has a few inversions in it. No really huge dips or anything like that, but that ride is just, it's just crazy to me. But I love the weird and the bizarre and the unique rides, roller coasters that over time have just they don't make them anymore. They just don't make this anymore. And then Green Lantern was horrible, but they have a ride kind of like Green Lantern over here, but it's the newer style, and these ones are a little bit better than the Green Lantern ride was like one of the first ones, and it was horrible. But now they have this new Batman one, I believe it's called, and it's a little bit better. It's kind of like Green Lantern, but I think it's smoother and a little bit better. Hi, that guy. What's up, that guy? Among Us? I don't play Among Us. But yeah, that's man, if I just want to go and I can go to Six Flags for free because I'm a Diamond Elite member for Six Flags Amusement Park. Look at that, Diamond Elite member right there. So I can go to any of their amusement parks around the country for free. So all I got to do is find me a nice cheap plane ticket and I can head on over to here. Look at this. The train goes through.
I'm not staying.
Oh my goodness.
I'm giving my friend Rachel a ride. Oh, you finished all the whiskey.
You're here.
Hi, guys. Wait. Hi, guys. I can't stay. I have to give my friend a ride, and I can't drink any shots because I have to be at work by 7:15.
Wow.
I'll be back. Look at,
I guess,
drink that whole bottle because of vacation time.
No, this bottle was gone when we had our friends over.
Oh.
So we had a question.
What? I have to give her a ride.
Are we allowed to put on the late night stream for YouTube members only?
if we watch it first, just to make sure that it's okay.
Okay.
We'll watch it first. We'll watch it tonight, and if everything's okay, we'll put it on for the members.
I won't watch it tonight because you have to get up at 7. You have to get up at 7 in the morning.
I'll watch it tonight, and we'll put it on for members.
Okay, so that's probably a no-go. But we'll see, because there's probably some craziness going on in that video. She might be like, we need to delete that and edit that and take that out. Not going to happen. Thank you, everyone, for saying hi to Becky. I guess Becky's not joining us on the stream tonight.
Say hi. That's Rachel. That's my boss.
Hi.
Bye, guys. Love you guys. Drink lots of shots for me.
Okay, you're crazy. So, I don't know, you guys. We'll see if it goes on or not. I just don't know. Let's see. I'll watch it tonight, but I need to be at work by 7. Yeah, right? She says she needs to be at work at 7, but then she's going to watch. I don't think she's going to watch it. Kiko, Mom. What's up, Kiko? Hey, Kiko in the house. Thank you so much for joining us. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited. You guys want to take a look at Six Flags Magic Mountain? Anybody want to look at just, I mean, we're just kind of flying by the hip here and just kind of going on a whim. So we don't know. We'll see what happens, but maybe we can take a look at Six Flags Magic Mountain. I got to get out of Texas first and get over to wherever we're at. Oh my gosh, she's embarrassing me. She's showing people stuff. So just so if you guys want to know, I'm going to show you guys something too. I'm going to show you where, yes, says Alicia Thomas. Thank you. Hey, Alicia, how you doing? So if you want to see where, so we are all the way, oh my gosh, where are we at? Here we are. We're over here. Here's Disneyland Park right here. Here's Disneyland. And then if you were to go Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm's right here. So pretty close to Disneyland, right? It's about a 15-mile drive from Disneyland to Knott's Berry Farm. If you had to drive all the way up over here, here's Universal Studios, because this is LA right here. So then you go to Universal Studios. Pretty far from where we live. We live over here in this area. So that's why you don't see us at Universal Studios a lot. That's why you see us at Knott's Berry Farm and Disneyland, because we're near here. And it's really not that far, but with LA traffic, it's like, forever in a day. So there's Universal Studios. But then if you want to go to Magic Mountain, you got to drive all the way from there, all the way to over here. Magic Mountain is right there. So look at that. Look at the distance here. So Orange County, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, all the way up here to Magic Mountain. Now I've gone to Magic Mountain twice since I've become a pass holder. And it is, for me to get there, it's been about an hour and a half. For me to get home, it's been about 2 hours because of traffic. So Magic Mountain is kind of unique because it's very weird. So for a while, I thought preferred parking was over here. So I have preferred parking, which means I get upfront parking, right? So when you drive into Magic Mountain, you see X2, which is right there. We'll go into X2, which is the crazy 4D. It's a 4D roller coaster, 4-dimensional roller coaster. Bonkers. Like the carts, they turn when you're on the roller coaster. So when you're coming down this first drop right here, the seat you're sitting in flips you facing down. So when you're coming down, you come down face first, and then it swoops you under. It's just a crazy ride. But Magic Mountain, like you go here, I don't know what she's doing over there. The entrance, the one thing I hate about Magic Mountain right now is because they don't offer buses or there are trams to get to the entrance. The entrance is over here, right? When you park, you got to drive all the way over here, and you have to park over here. It's a pretty long walk to get there. It doesn't seem very long, but it's a long walk, especially when you're done for the day. It's a long walk. Now, the good thing is I get preferred parking. So I get parking in this section right here. This is preferred parking. Everybody else gets parking over here, which is a little bit farther. And Juan was talking about Twisted Colossus earlier, you guys. This is the metal hybrid racing coaster. You actually go first. When you first go, you go on the blue tracks. And then if you notice right here, look at when you're coming around on the blue tracks, it actually doesn't take you back to the station. Only the green tracks take you back to the station. You get to come back around, and then your blue tracks turn into green tracks. Wally World is too hot, right? Wally World. This is Magic Mountain is where they shot from a National Lampoon's Vacation. This is basically Six Flags is Wally World in the movie. Then you turn into the green tracks, and then you go around the ride on the green tracks, which is Pretty killer. It's the longest hybrid wooden roller coaster there is. And then in the midst of it, you have Goliath, which has no loops whatsoever, but has a huge drop, goes underground, comes out, and comes around like just killer. Now, if you don't know the story, like Magic Mountain and Cedar Point have been fighting for the most roller coasters in a theme park, and they go back and forth. I'm not sure who the winner is right now because Magic Mountain added a bunch of roller coasters for the kids. They added a bunch of little tiny roller coasters like this one right here. They have 3 tiny roller coasters to help get them to the most roller coasters ever. But I think they're in either tie or I want to say Cypress Point is winning them. I'm not 100% sure, but it's one or the other. If anyone's going to theme parks this summer, pack snacks, food, and save money. So with my Diamond Elite membership for the theme parks, the great thing is I get 50% off all food and drinks and merchandise at any Six Flags park. So what would cost somebody $14 cost me $7. So the last time I went, I had chicken strips and fries, not very good, but I didn't have to pay $14 for them. I only had to pay $7. So I'm very happy with my Diamond Elite pass. And then I got tacos the last time, which would have cost me $14, but they cost me $7. I got tacos and nachos, or tacos and chips, basically. And it was good. Now, Six Flags Magic Mountain, you say, why do they call it a mountain? Well, it's hard to tell here, but when you're standing right here, this is a mountain right here. This actually is it's a foothill, but they call it a mountain. This is on top of a foothill. This whole thing, and it's hard to see it from here, this whole thing is a big foothill that's in the middle of the park. So when you come around the entrance and you come around here, you're going to walk through this foresty area. You're going to come around here and you're going to walk. You start climbing up a hill here. You start walking up a big hill. I think you mean strip club members card, right? Hey, we determined that Six Flags Diamond Elite is a theme park card. This is not, I'm not coming home with glitter on me, okay? No glitter for me. Oh my goodness gracious. That was funny night. I got the daily 1 meal pass. I think I paid $120 for 1 meal a day. That's worth it for me. Yeah. And so Alpha, let me tell you, Kenny, why I did not get I had the option to get the food plan. It's not very expensive, but I don't plan on going to the park very much. Like Kenny, you live like down the street from the park. So for Knott's Berry Farm, I get the food plan for Knott's Berry Farm because we go there 20, 30 times a year easily. So we're going to eat once or twice every time we go. That food plan at Knott's Berry Farm was like $140 or something like that, $130. We probably buy or eat $400 to $500 worth of food throughout the year. So it's definitely the cost versus the benefit. The benefit totally outweighs the cost for us. Now, Six Flags, it's still the same thing. It's like $120 or $130 for the food plan. But I probably plan on going to Six Flags maybe 5, maybe 10 times. Maybe, if I'm lucky, 10. But more than likely, probably 5 times this year. Because once things start opening up, it's hard to get out there. And there's so many other things to do that are closer. So for me, it doesn't make sense to buy a $130 food plan, which means I have to go 13 times at $10 a pop. So let's say it's $15 a pop, so I have to go 10 times or whatever the case is, 9 times. But now I get 50% off for free because I'm a Diamond Elite member of the food. So really the food costs me on average $7 a meal. So for me to get up to $120 or $130 at $7 a meal, I got to go like 20 times. And I'm not going to go 20 times. So the benefit of the food plan does not benefit me. It does benefit me to have the 50% off the few times that I do go. Let me get to some comments here real quick. John Prescott says Magic Mountain has the most roller coasters. Oh, right. So Magic Mountain is winning the roller coaster race. Both parks are at about capacity. They're using about 100% of their square footage for the park. So they almost have to tear down old roller coasters to build new ones or squeeze them in between other roller coasters. And that's something that you can see Magic Mountain did here, and I'll show you right now. If you look at Full Throttle, that's a roller coaster that Magic Mountain did. they took out their log ride, which I'm very sad because I like log rides. I like log flume rides. I really do. So I'm sad, John, that they took out their log ride. But they put full throttle in, and what they did was full throttle let me kind of change the angle here a little bit. They put in, it comes over the queuing area for Superman the Ride, the outdoor queuing part, goes underground, shoots backwards, and then comes back up, and it comes over the top of the loop that it's already on. So it's kind of like they integrated it, and there's also a Gold Rusher right there. So they kind of integrate it in between. Same thing with Tatsu right here. They put it on top of the mountain, and as you can see, it's built over Revolution, which is the first tubular still looping roller coaster in the world. I think that's right. In the world or in the United States, one of those. So that's just some, but they're pretty much, they don't own any of this other land out here. And out here, they're building all these houses and stuff like that. So they don't own any land past where they already are. The only thing I think they can do is if they built a parking structure somewhere, they can then expand farther into their parking lots. But I don't think it's worth it for them to do that. And they build rides like Superman the Ride was built, and then they put Lex Luthor's drop on the side. On the side of the ride, and it's a drop ride that's I haven't been on yet, and that's one of my goals is to get on that ride the next time I go. Let's see. Amy said, and I know you said it, Amy, somewhere. Can you show us again the distance from Six Flags, from theme parks to your home, Six Flags and Universal? Yes and no. I'm not going to show you exactly where I live, but I'll kind of show you the distance, Amy. Oh, why can't I get that to? That ride, okay. Trying to get it to, okay. Let's zoom in. Okay, I think that's right. So here we go, you guys. Here is Disneyland right here, and we live in this big circle right here. So here's Disneyland. Here's Knott's Berry Farm right there, much smaller park. You can see. So you look at Disneyland, you can see Knott's Berry Farm right there. Disneyland Resort right here, right? And then if I zoom out, you'll be able to see, if you come all the way up to here, so Disneyland's right here. See where my mouse is? You got to drive the 5 freeway, and then you jump over to the 110 freeway, or the 101 freeway right here, and here's Universal Studios. Universal Studios right here. This is another, you guys, this is another Google Maps thing that I go bonkers on, is I was tracing the route of the studio tour from, so if you know, like Universal, like here's the little walk bridge, you come down an escalator, here's the studio tour right here. And the studio tour starts off and it brings you down this road. I know I'm going on a tangent, but this is what I do, you guys. I go on tangents. I'm sorry. This is what I do. Wait, okay, there was some conversation. Juan lives in the perfect city, right? Juan lives like perfect. You come down this road, you come down here, you go on the backside, that's Jurassic World right there. You drive down the hill all the way here, and then you drive down the backside of Super Nintendo World right here. Nintendo World's going to be right here, right? They've progressed a lot more than what's showing on Google Earth. And then you come down this road here, this long road here through the backstage. These are, they shoot all sorts of shows here for Universal. They're talking about The Voice and stuff. These are shot inside some of these sound studios here. There's cabins where actors and production companies rent out right here. And then you come through here. And then right here, your first attraction is the King Kong ride. You'll come through here. It'll do a quick U-turn, and it'll bring you into the King Kong ride. This is the King Kong ride right here. When you come out of the King Kong ride, you come out, you make a right, and you come through here again. And then you'll pass by the King Kong ride, and it'll take you through the cars. These are all the different cars from Fast and the Furious and the different movies that Universal's made. It'll pass you through there. And if you're lucky, it was closed on our day. This is the Fast and the Furious, one of the Fast and Furious attractions that they had where the cars dance for you. They bring the tram in here, and the cars dance for you. Then you come back out. You come down this road here, and then you go into Jurassic Park cars. So they have all the cars from Jurassic Park right there. You come through there, do a little U-turn. Sorry, I'm going through it pretty quick, but this is what happens. And then right here, this is where the water rushes down. You see that water in the old town cobble road and stuff like that. The water rushes down right here to hit your tram. And so your tram's right here. They have sprinklers going to simulate rain and all that stuff. And you're right there, right? And then you take your tram, you go through Old Town. You go to like Western scenes and stuff like that. You go through the Western town through here. Now, depending, sometimes the tour takes you different places and stuff. But then right here, so you come through here, you come around. It used to, where was it at? I thought it used to take you through somewhere over here, but it doesn't anymore. It used to, then it takes you into the Studio 50. This is where you're in the subway scene. So the subway right here, this is where the subway train comes and the water explosion. You're underground. That's this building right here. Takes you guys, I'm a nerd when it comes to this stuff. I will sit here and I will talk about this all night long. I could probably take you on the entire studio tour route. It's just crazy. So you'll come through here, and then it brings you into the Jaws area. So here is the Jaws ride. You can kind of see, let me go 2D here so you can see. Oh, you come through here, there's a little Jaws. There's the shark. There it is right there. That's Jaws underground right there. So that Jaws will attack you a little bit, and then you'll come through whatever that place is right there, and then you'll come around here. Oh, where is it at? Where's it at? I lost my place. I went 2D on you guys. So then you'll come around here and you'll start to come. Where's it at? Nope, that's not it. Okay, there's a spot. I'm missing somewhere here. I'm missing something. Hold on. Let me see. Studio tour takes you here, brings you around. Takes you through there. It comes through here. You come by this house here. Oh my gosh, I got lost. You guys, I got lost. Oh no. This is what they take you through all the houses right here through they tell you, oh, Desperate Housewives was shot here, and then Ted was shot in this house, and this house was this. This is all the houses on the Wisteria Lane. And then they bring you back around and you go through, oh, we have these beautiful wooded areas that people like to shoot in the woods and stuff. Movie studios like to shoot in the woods. Then they right here, this is gone. This whole Whoville or whatever land is gone. They have some classic cars right here. And then this is the Bates Motel right here. They bring you by the Bates Motel. And this house right here is the Bates. I'm going to put it 2D so you guys can see what I'm talking about. See, that's the Bates Motel right there. And then you have the Bates house right there. If I bore you, please let me know. Yeah, Bird Box was shot in the mountainous area of the wooded area right there. And then you go from the Bates house to War of the Worlds, where they have the big giant airplane right there. And we'll go straight 3D airplane right there. Big airplane torn up. They bring you through that section. And then I'm trying to get it to go to, let me see, where am I at here? Okay. They'll take you through that. And then you'll come up the road a little bit and you go into your Fast and the Furious ride right here, which pulls you into the first show building. And then the second show building is right here where you're racing. And then from there, you're done. Like, it pretty much takes you back to right here, which is where we loaded up on the studio tour right there, which was really facing this direction here. You're right back in the studio tour. So that's the backlot tour. It's about an hour-long tour back there. And this is my dream golf course. Just so you guys know, this is like my dream golf course right now. Look how beautifully green that is. That is like beautiful. But that's the studio tour. Now sometimes if you're lucky, which on my tour they didn't take us through. They just drove us. They didn't take us over here. They used to, like where right here. This is where the time clock is for Back to the Future. They will take you through this area here. Sometimes they'll skip this area when they're doing film shooting or anything like that. They'll skip that and they won't be able to see that. But there's a lot of cityscapes in there and stuff. Let's see if we can go 2D on that. So you can see where they have the buildings that look like the cityscape right there. And then right there, you can see the Back to the Future time clock. And this is where you got 88 miles an hour right down that stretch right there. But a lot of cool buildings and stuff like that right there. So definitely Google Earth, you guys. Like that's the way to go. And then it really Universal Studios Hollywood is kind of weird too and unique because you have 1 escalator, 2 escalator, 3 escalator, 4 escalators to get down to the lower lot. So you have a upper lot and a lower lot. And then you obviously have Wizarding World of Harry Potter. I remember this used to be an amphitheater where they'd have concerts and stuff over here, and they tore it down to build the Wizarding World of Harry Potter. Fun fact, just so you know, when you're in line down here for the studio tour, guess what? This building right here, that is the ride. That's the ride building for Wizarding World of Harry Potter. And you can actually see the outdoor queuing section, which is right here for the Harry Potter ride. You forgot to take us on a tour of 4 Points, Texas, Josh, AMD The Flood. I don't know that stuff, Juan. Let's see. Juan said he didn't really care for the Base Motel TV show with Homegirl. Her name was... Okay, Juan. I'm in the middle of watching that, actually. I haven't finished watching it, so I don't know if it's good yet or not. And I'm excited to see Waterworld. Look at how they have the plane. They have the plane that's set up right there, and they shoot it off of the thing. I have no idea how they load and unload that plane, but they do. And then they shoot it off into the Waterworld set. But, oh, another fun fact. You guys ready for another fun fact? Okay, tell me yes. Tell me yes if you're ready for another fun fact of Universal Studios. I have to keep you engaged. You have to keep the chat going. I need to keep you engaged in the chat. Dude, cool drummer. That Harry Potter ride was crazy. That ride, I was so impressed and so amazed with that ride. I was like, oh my. Copamel already knows. 1 for yes, 2 for no. He just put 1. He just like, yes, I know. Listen, here we go. Fun fact. Now, this fun fact you might know, or I might have already told you somewhere along the line. I don't know. It's to me, Becky didn't know, and I thought it was very interesting. And I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know this, but I thought it was very interesting. Is Minion Land. Here we go. You got Secret Life of Pets right here. There's a show building for Secret Life of Pets. And then we will turn around here. So we are inside the theme park right here. Look at this. We're inside the theme park. We're like, hey, we came into Universal Studios. We're going to walk down. We're going to go Secret Life of Pets. We're going to go onto the Minion Land ride. We're going to go onto the silly swirly whirly and eat at the Minions Cafe. Did you know, and maybe you did, but did you know that the Minion Land, did you know it's built on top of a parking structure? This whole thing right here is built on top of a parking structure. I thought that was the coolest thing ever. Look at this. This is a parking structure. You park your car in here. Look at, that's a parking structure. The theme park is on top of a parking structure, and you would never know. Like, unless you know. If you know, you know. But if you don't, you don't. Look at this. It's on top of a parking structure. Like, I had no idea when I figured that out. I was like, what? Yes, Alicia, the Secret Life of Pets ride. Oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. So to me, it's crazy. Look at it. You're like, hi, I'm in Minion Land. Yay. And then you're on top of a parking structure. Look at, there's the parking structure still. Even non-part of Minion Land. This right here, parking structure. Like, who would have known? What if something happens to your car? Like, here's what I want to know. Like, remember at Disneyland when there was a car fire in the parking structure? What happens if there's a car fire in this parking structure? Do the Minions come down and like use their crazy extinguishers and like blow it out? Like, what happens? But it's so Universal. I mean, if you look at it, it's such a tight space for Universal Studios and the Universal Real Studios. They had to think creatively, and they had to build on top of a parking structure. So to me, that was cool. And that's all they use for parking. Parking structure, parking structure, parking structure. Did you know also, if you want to park here or here, it's $50. You could park there for $50, and then you're right here at the entrance. Otherwise, you take a chance of parking here or getting parked here or over here. Now, we've gotten lucky and parked in the Jurassic World parking lot a few times right here, which is halfway through City Walk, so it's not too far. But the last time I went, we had to park over here, so you had to walk all the way through City Walk to get to Universal Studios, which is fine, I guess, but I don't know. Better call Flo from Progressive, right? And this used to be the Terminator show right here until they turned it into the Minion show. And I don't even know what the Minion show name is, but who knows. But we do plan on going to Halloween Horror Nights this year. That's something that we want to do. We've never been to Halloween Horror Nights, so I'm excited to go. And I know there's mazes and stuff. What I don't know is, and I'm curious, is there's a huge tunnel that I always see people walking through for Halloween Horror. Oh, there it is. Oh, I just found it. You guys, I just found the tunnel. And I'm so happy now. So it looks like you probably go to the downtown lot or the lower lot. And then look at this. Look at this. There's a tunnel. I see people walking through that tunnel on Horror Nights. And they walk through, and there's probably mazes down here or something that they go through. Oh, I just found it. You've been to 3 Horror Nights? Cool Drummer, we got to go to Horror Nights. I'm telling you. Is this the tunnel? Is this where the tunnel's at, Cool Drummer? Because I don't know. Is this the tunnel? Because I would think that's the tunnel that you walk through. Because I don't know if I can't see any other tunnel that is. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, there it is. I think that's the tunnel, you guys. And it makes sense because you come to the lower lot and then you just walk right down this road here and you're in it. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's the one. So what's on the other side of the tunnel, Cool Drummer? What is on the other side of the tunnel? That's what I want to know. What's over here? Is it mazes? Are there like mazes down here? What is like, oh man. And that tunnel looks scary too because there's like zombies and monsters and stuff inside that tunnel. You've been to Horror Nights so many times, Alicia. But 2019 wasn't that scary. Well, it's all scary to me, so I'm down. I'm ready to go. And then who really knew? Like, look at, it's crazy, these buildings for this is the Simpsons ride right here. Look at how big those buildings have to be because they're on the side of a hill. So that's crazy. Okay, you guys, I've just Universal's myself out like crazy. Oh my God, you guys, we're 2 hours. They have 3 mazes down there. Awesome. Okay, you guys, I want to thank you guys for joining. You guys were over 2 hours, and Becky's not coming back anytime soon. She went for a drive. You drive. So thank you guys for joining. I appreciate it. I can't wait. We have some ride-through videos coming up pretty soon. So I hope you guys will all like some of the ride-throughs. The Simpsons ride was a little chaotic. I wasn't a big fan of the Simpsons ride, and I wasn't a big fan of the Despicable Me ride. It's okay. It's just not my favorite. I'd much rather go on the Harry Potter ride, the Mummy, Transformers, Jurassic World. I can think of all the different rides that I would like. But thank you guys so much for joining. I do appreciate it for joining the stream. I can't wait to see what Avengers Campus really looks like when we end up eventually sometime going to Disneyland. But you guys have a great night. I appreciate you guys. If you haven't, hit the thumbs up button on the way out. Just make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button on the way out. I appreciate it. And we will catch you next time. Have a good night, guys.